Hello, beautiful butterflies. I'm going to attempt at making a video in this inclement weather that we're having, fall weather. It was just raining a few minutes ago and windy, wind coming off the, I don't know if you guys can see the river. So I live close to the ocean. So in the winter time, we get these lovely north winds coming down, and even though it's fall, it's starting to change the seasons. So I just wanted to make a quick little video about setting boundaries and not allowing, putting protection around ourselves and not allowing disrespect or anything that you would feel that you wouldn't do to yourself and you wouldn't allow, like if you have children, someone that you love to do to you. When we allow people to do disrespectful, verbally abusive manipulation on a consistent basis, it actually gives us a signal to the universe that this is what you want, even though on a conscious level you don't like it and you get angry at them, but you still allow the cycle, probably because you're playing out some childhood dynamics with them, or you're people pleasing because you're too afraid to let those relationships go, or you feel obligated because they might be family or even a lover, and there's that pressure of standing up for yourself, even though it's absolutely wrong what these people are doing to you, for you, and then also for themselves. So when I noticed, as I'm going on this healing journey for the past several years, getting rid of toxicity on every layer of my narcissistic, is that I kept attracting narcissistic, not that people, I think the word narcissist is way overused. I mean, an actual true narcissist is somebody pretty diabolical. I think people can be more higher on the selfish and narcissistic scales. And depending on how you're showing up in your frequency, you're going to maybe even pull that out of them. Because as I was raised by well-meaning, higher narcissistic people, so in my mind, even though consciously I'm like, oh, this is not fun, but that's what I was used to with love. Like, this is how, always trying to find validation and prove myself to be good enough. And it's like, at this point, I'm almost 50, and it's like, I don't care what you think. If you cannot see my value and I am kind and loving, goodbye. Like, I don't care. Like, I literally, even if it's family, like, I literally don't care. And it's not in a, like pointing the finger at those people way, because I realize that I have been a huge part of this dynamic where I've allowed this to happen instead of setting healthy boundaries and protecting myself. So part of your healing and awakening journey, a huge part, if you struggle with codependency or not setting healthy boundaries or letting people be absolutely disrespectful on a continuous basis, or if you are being disrespectful to people on a continuous basis, that's a whole nother video for another time. You have to begin to cut it out, even if you're alone. I literally just spent, this year's been better, but I spent almost 2 years pretty much alone all the time, besides with my kids and my clients and stuff. But I had cut all my friends out, all my relationships out, because it was completely out of balance. And those people aren't bad. Didn't date anyone, purposely did not want to date anyone. Nobody that was anything that I wanted or like equally on the same plane level as me has come along, because I'm healing. So, and it's really done a world of good for my self-esteem and my relationships now, and holding on to myself in relationships. But I still am seeing some dynamics of disrespect that I couldn't, like, when we're not healed, we have blinders on and we're projecting out. So we're projecting these things on other people, and they're going to react like that. Like, you might have a subconscious pattern, like, people don't value me, or somehow I'm not valuable. So you've got to rewire that in your brain. And as you do that, literally, as you do that, it changes your vibration, and the people around you either rise up to your vibration or they just kind of fall off. They go away. So it's easy, rather than that, you have to do this, you are bad, you're abusive, you aren't meeting my love expectations, or whatever. But also, valuing yourself might look like, it's like, I'm not going to let people who I've been extremely loving to over and over and over again, and yes, they have some trauma. They do. I recognize I'm not even mad at them at all. It's like family people that I love. But like, they're rude. They're so rude. They're so disrespectful. And I have overgiven to the point of detriment on my own, on myself, and trying to prove to them that I'm loving and I'm not like their family or whatever. It's like, no, I don't care. Like, I forgive them. I still love them. Like, I have loving feelings towards them, but I don't care. I don't want them around me. I don't want them around me until they can treat me the way I deserve. And it's so freeing. It's so freeing. And it might be a process to go through this. And you will have childhood trauma coming up. Sitting with it, meditating, praying, giving it to God. Breath work is so powerful. Breathing through those parts, moving. I love, for me, everybody's different, but for me, that's why you see me walking all the time. I love going outside and walking and breathing, because I can contemplate. I feel God's presence around me in the nature and the animals. Like, this morning I actually saw a family of raccoons, which I didn't go close to them. They were so cute. I don't know why they're out in the middle of the day, and they were staring at me. I might try to put this at the end of the video so you guys can see them. But I really find healing on my walks, and I've been doing some research about walking and how powerful it is for us mentally, physically, emotionally. We walked before. We were walking or riding horses, and horses are crazy healing too. And we're working in our gardens. We're sitting inside of a closed, chemically filled, dark home in front of a computer screen all day. We were living in the nature. So this is how God created us, and He's given us all these wonderful tools for healing. We just have to step into it and believe it, and sit with being uncomfortable, which is what fasting, and I've talked about this before, has really taught me. Is, you sitting with uncomfortable feelings and you processing through it, because they will, if you face it, if you face these fears and you face these uncomfortable feelings, they will heal. And you face it with love, and you let God's love, and you pray, and you affirm what you want to see and who you really are. Even if you're not feeling it, it will come. It's a law. It's the law of affirmation, manifestation. Like, it has to come to pass. It has to. I love Neville Goddard, by the way. I haven't talked very much about him, but his processes of faith is pretty amazing. Ooh, can you guys see this guy? See him? What are you doing? She's so cute. You're so cute. Hello. She's cute. Look at her right there. Hello, darling. It's okay. It's okay. She's getting scared. There's people walking across the road. So, sorry for that little intermission. I'm walking on the road. But wasn't that cute? So sitting with the uncomfortableness, setting these healthy boundaries. People are disrespecting you. You don't have, even if you love them, if you have this panicky feeling that you've got to run after them and make them love you when you haven't done anything wrong, when you're actually being loving. Now make sure you're not doing things that are wrong. But when you haven't done anything wrong, you're doing loving and you're running after them, that's codependent, unhealthy behavior. And that urge to like make everything right, make them happy, that you got to sit with that. Sit with it until it goes away and say, God, please love that little girl or little boy or whatever inside of me that wants to go out and people please, because it's toxic behaviors. And codependent, unhealthy codependent behavior on an energetic level, even though it doesn't look as evil as narcissism, it's still toxic behavior, and you will attract narcissists. Guess what? I don't have any more narcissists in my life or people that behave like that. When they start to behave like that, I just go away. You don't get my energy. You don't get my love and light. Sending you love and light, but you don't get it. Why? Because I'm valuable. And I'm telling God and the universe, I know I'm valuable. You can't treat me like that. I'm a massage therapist. And when I first started, I worked in a spa, and I would get sexually harassed frequently or get crazy clients all the time because I was too afraid to say no. Now, and this has been the past probably 4 or 5 years when I started to go on this healing journey, if I even have an inkling, if you push my boundary, an inkling, I cut them off. Even if I feel weird and they're calling me, I have my private practice now for years, I cut them off. I don't have any of those people. I don't have crazy mentally ill dudes trying to date me, which that would happen all the time because I changed my energy. I healed that part of me. It's not the people. If you see patterns in your life, it's something that a wound or something that's vibrating inside of you. So, and how do we heal this? We heal. Fasting is amazing. Fasting and prayer, those two things, and meditation is it's like God's fast track to healing. I'm telling you. I don't know anybody that practices these and is not healed from it and better from it, even if they're like atheists when they first start out. So fasting, prayer, meditation, affirmation, visualizations, scripting, there's some other, I think SATs, state akin to sleep. So as you're falling to sleep, you imagine the thing that you want. But for me, like I said this before, for me personally, robotic affirmations are amazing. And you can do those anywhere. Even when you're not feeling it at all. I start robotically affirming, especially after, the sun's coming out. After I've done it for so long, it manifests quick. So anyways, I hope that this helps. I'm sending you all lots of love and light, blessings and shalom. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell notifications for more tips and tricks on all things beauty and health. Sending you lots of love and light. Mwah. Blessings. Shalom.